While a lot of the world has already started putting away their Christmas stuff or may have already have it all packed away, some of us Orthodox Christians are actually just getting ready to celebrate Nativity or Christmas. So you might be wondering, why are we celebrating Christmas so late? Well, I plan on explaining that in this video today, as well as taking you along for a few days in my life as an Eastern Orthodox mom. Also, for those of you who are new or unfamiliar with me, my name is Lydia. I am a wife, a mom, and most importantly, an Orthodox Christian. I share a lot of stuff on recipes as well as traditions of the Orthodox faith and homemaking. So I am so excited that you're here today, and I am excited also to take you along in a few days of my life. Every year, we have this supper the night before Christmas that we call Holy Supper, which is at my grandma's house. And what we do for that is we have about 12 main dishes, which we take and then we pass around. This year, I decided to work on the borscht, which is a traditional Slavic soup. It's usually made with onions, beets, cabbage, garlic, and other vegetables. Each dish at Holy Supper has either a spiritual meaning or a cultural tie or both. And in this case, I think the borscht just has a cultural tie to it because we are Russian Orthodox, but there are other things that we will be having at Holy Supper, such as garlic, salt, and honey, which represent the sweetness and the bitterness of life. If learning about these different dishes and their meanings is something that is of interest to you, be sure to go check out my Instagram at blessed.pursuit.of.motherhood. In there, I have a reel that I did where I kind of explain in depth a little bit more about each of the dishes. So I actually made a mistake with the borscht. I tried to follow a recipe, but I ended up running out of time, and so instead of frying all of the vegetables before putting them into the soup, I decided to just put everything into the pot, put the lid on, and let it simmer, and it actually turned out really good this way. This year, I also decided to do the mashed potatoes, and for all of these dishes, they are completely meat and dairy-free because it's before we break the fast, and so I had to use some oat milk and plant butter for the potatoes. And then at my grandparents' house, I prepared some Oreo truffles, and then we headed off to church. There's something about these quiet moments of spending time with family and in church that makes Old Calendar Christmas feel set apart. Every year, I feel like we're stepping into a small sacred celebration with others who understand the deeper meaning of Nativity. And real quick, I just wanted to show you my Christmas Day outfit. So I have this headband that I got from my grandma, some earrings from Amazon, and this dress that I found at a thrift store, which is originally from Maurice's. We had quite the breaking of the fast with lots of pastries and other delicious foods such as meat, sausages, and eggs. We also had lots of coffee too. After Christmas, life continues though. There's cleaning to do, laundry to fold, and dishes to wash. I like to think of these moments as little tasks that are a combination of joy and gratitude. It's a way of bringing that sacredness into everyday life, keeping it alive in small, meaningful moments. I'm usually not one to really be too fond of cleaning. However, I have found before and even now that after a lot of commotion, and even if it's good commotion and happy chaos, it's always nice to come home and just be able to really clean it and make it feel nice and cozy again. Something that I've been trying to bring into this year to help me be more productive around the house and to get things done in a more timely manner is giving myself deadlines or cutoffs during the day of when I would like to have certain things done. So, for instance, I tell myself I want to have everything done by 1 or 2 o'clock. That way, after that, I can go and hang out with other family members or go do something special, maybe work on my blog or work on YouTube. And so I have that free time to do whatever it is that I want to do after I get done with the things that need to be done around the house. Real quick, I wanted to share why we celebrate Christmas on January 7th as opposed to December 25th. You see, many of us Orthodox Christians, including myself, follow what is called the Old Calendar or the Julian calendar, which basically means we celebrate Christmas every year on January 7th instead of the 25th. But don't worry, it's still the same celebration of Christ's birth, just a little bit later. Something else you might be wondering is, why is there a difference at all? Well, in the late 1500s, the Gregorian calendar was introduced, which most of the world uses today. However, the Eastern Orthodox Church still continues to use the Julian calendar for liturgical purposes. Since the Gregorian and the Julian calendars are slightly different, you will find that sometimes the dates don't exactly line up. In fact, there's about a 2-week difference between the new calendar and the old calendar. But despite there being a difference in the date that Christmas is celebrated, the message is still the same, and the meaning behind it all is, of course, the same as well. So whether you celebrate Christmas on December 25th or January 7th, we all come together to celebrate the miracle of God becoming man and bringing hope into the world. So this year for my birthday, my husband told me that I could pick out an espresso machine because I had been telling him that I maybe wanted to try a bigger, more durable machine to make my espresso in every day. And so I got this one off of Amazon. I'm excited to see how it goes and how it works. I ordered this really beautiful blue color because I thought it would go well in my kitchen. This is not a product that is sponsored or anything. It's just something that I read a lot of good reviews on, and I'm in some groups on Facebook that are full of other coffee lovers, and one of the ladies in there recommended this espresso machine. So I am going to try it out. Lately, I've also been trying to develop another recipe for my blog. So this time, I think I'm going to try and make a dirty chai. So for this, I have different spices such as cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, black pepper, star anise, if that's how you say it. And I'm just mixing everything together. I tried to get everything as powdery as I could, but I think I might need to work on that a little bit. I add the mixture to hot water to let it steep for a little bit. And then once that's done, use a fine mesh strainer and just add your milk and sweetener. It was so nice and refreshing to be able to take a break and go out with my husband for my birthday. After all the holiday preparations, it felt good to unwind and relax and enjoy a nice meal and reflect on how the past few days went. Hi there. So it is a day after my birthday, and I guess I kind of just wanted to do a quick recap on how it went. So we ended up eating at Olive Garden, which I know maybe isn't the most exciting, but I figured, well, I always enjoy what I get there. I don't ever think that the food is gross or anything. Like, it always turns out good and just how I expect it. So it's kind of like my safe choice restaurant. And I really was craving some breadsticks, and I always get the 4-cheese ziti, so that is what I love. And I get the chicken and gnocchi soup, which is another favorite of mine. So I really wanted that stuff, and my husband was on board with it because, you know, of course, he's like, it's your day, you can go wherever you want. And so we went there, and actually my husband took the whole day off, which was really special because we got to spend the whole day together. My mom and grandma were kind enough to watch the girls all day, which was super helpful. This was actually like our first official time out in forever by ourselves, so that was really nice. I went to a Five Below because my husband had to go to another store quick to see if he could exchange something. And so I looked around in there and I got this pretty hair clip. I think it was like $3. I thought it was pretty. It's metal, so it's pretty durable. And I thought it would be nice to just throw my hair up in. I have really thick hair, so I'm hoping I can make it work. I did already try to put it up and it was okay. I kind of had to really extend this and make sure that one of the sides of it was really just, I don't even know how to describe it. I guess just I had to dig it really, I don't know, a lot into my hair. So hopefully I can make it work. It is beautiful and kind of dainty, delicate looking, so yeah. And then I stopped at one of my favorite thrift stores before we got home, and I found some pretty nice stuff. So my husband's parents are coming this summer, and I really want to decorate our spare room and make it look cozy for them because they'll be staying for about a month. And so I got this pretty picture. Yeah, it's some flowers, as you can see, and then this part around is velvet, and it's in this frame. I don't know if it's an antique or not. Well, it's certainly vintage, but I thought it was very pretty, and so I will probably hang that up in our spare room. And then I also got some other things from the thrift store as well. So I got this blue plate right here, and I am probably gonna hang it on the wall. I'm trying to do a blue plate wall, so yeah, maybe in a few months I will kind of give you an update on what it looks like, but I'm pretty excited about that. And then I also got this basket, which, can you ever go wrong with like 50 cents or $1 for a wicker basket like this? I mean, come on. You could throw a lot of stuff in here and it just looks a lot more beautiful than your regular plastic bin, in my opinion. So I thought that this was a really good find because you can't go wrong with a good wicker basket. And then I got a gift from my mom, which was actually kind of from my girls. And one of the things that I got was this sample set of Dime perfumes. So I have the 7 Summers Dime perfume and I really like it, but I was curious to see what the other scents smelled like, and so I requested this little sample pack and my mom got it with the girls, I guess. Okay, and then lastly, probably one of my favorite gifts, because you know the girls worked on it themselves, is this card that they decorated for me. So as you can see, there's a bear holding a heart, and they even decorated the inside with some cute stickers, and then the back. So I thought this was very sweet. It melted my heart when I saw it. My mom helped them decorate it and everything, and I just think it's very special. And then of course I got the espresso machine, which my husband let me pick out. He was like, which one do you want? What color? You know, you can pick out whatever one you want. And so I went with the Casa Brews espresso machine just because I read some really good reviews and somebody sent me a link that gave me a little bit of a discount on it. And yeah, it's affordable. I also like how it's a little more durable than my Nanospresso, I think that's how you say it, that manual pump machine that I've had a couple times on here. I'm very pleased with it. I've used it about 3 times already and it hasn't given me any issues. It's very straightforward and to the point. So if you are in the market for a new espresso machine that won't break the bank, then I'll drop it down below in the description. You know, it's not sponsored or anything. I just genuinely like the product. If it does seem to give me some issues or anything, I will certainly let you guys know. I'll be very transparent about that because of course, you know, I wouldn't like to order something that somebody recommends and then have it turn into something that doesn't work like it should. And so I will let you all know how it goes and give you any updates. But yeah, it's been a really lovely birthday so far. I have another birthday celebration that my mom is doing tonight for me. She's making some lasagna. We're gonna have some cheesecake, some more cheesecake because I had cheesecake last night. And I'm going to open my gift from her, so that'll be exciting. And then I guess I just briefly wanted to touch on Nativity and Old Calendar Christmas. So of course, anytime you celebrate Christmas and the birth of Christ is special, but I think that, and I'm not trying to be biased, but I really do like celebrating Old Calendar Christmas, Nativity in January because it's kind of removed from secular society and how, you know, they kind of capitalized off of Christmas and making it into a very materialistic holiday. And it just kind of is like this group or set of Orthodox Christians who are all celebrating it together on this day that the rest of the world, or most of the rest of the world, isn't celebrating. Plus, another bonus, not to like say it's superior to what I just mentioned, but also you get all the really good Christmas deals as well. I get like up to 70% off of different Christmas items, candy, whatever, you know, what have you. So that's really a very good added pro as well. That's why I go shopping last minute sometimes as well. I think it's just a beautiful thing how it's separate from secular society and we all spend the day together on January 7th, which to everybody else just is a normal day, but to us Orthodox Christians, it's Old Calendar Christmas. So I hope you guys enjoyed this week's vlog. I look forward to seeing you all again next week, and I hope that you all have a wonderful day. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Please maybe leave a comment if you felt inspired or learned something new or just want to share some feedback, whatever it is. I love to read all your comments. So again, I'll see you next week and bye.